that were going to qualify for anything to do with Title 4D, where people were the recipient of support orders, was ending up on welfare. Those are means-tested programs. In the mid-90s, mid-late 90s, there were two acts, one in 96, one in 98, that basically threw every support order in the country into the Title 4D program, which meant it was no longer a means-tested program the way it was originally set up. And so I had been telling you for a couple weeks that I'd planned on going to D.C., to have some meetings about getting that back to a means-tested program and how much money that would save the federal government. I believe that that could be a $4 to $4.5 billion savings for the federal government. So while I was in D.C., I met with the Doge team specifically about this, pointing out the fact that if we could get this back to a means-tested program and get the middle class and upper class orders out of that Title 4D program, it would save the federal government about $4 billion to $4.5 billion. Well, some of you have heard that, first you did hear that I had the meetings with the Doge team. Was very, very fortunate. I met with both the Doge team and members of the White House administration while I was in D.C., as well as members of the House and the Senate while I was in D.C. Well, today the Washington Post made an announcement that I did not think was supposed to be public yet, but I didn't expect them to act this swiftly. But yes, the Doge team is now sequestered the records of Title 4D payors to try and assess how many child support orders for Title 4D are means tested versus how many are not means tested. And so there's an article in the Washington Post today talking about that. And the Doge is looking into it. So yes, Doge is looking into exactly what I met with them about a week and a half ago when I was in Washington, D.C., to determine how many support orders, child support orders, should not be a part of that Title 4D program. And therefore, we could eliminate about $4 billion of the federal budget by eliminating middle-class orders and non-means-tested orders from the Title 4D program. So very, very excited. I appreciate all that. Everybody's been sending me messages saying, hey, congratulations, thanks. I saw the results that we're getting. We still have a ways to go, guys, but at least they're looking into it at this point. And we now have confirmation that they're specifically looking into what I met with them about 2 weeks ago. There's going to be a little delay before we